What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Difficult to Please podcast. We're on episode 53.
I think so. I'm very
confused.
We are. I was kind of emo about the last episode, so I was just like, shit. So you on the audio feed, you'll definitely hear like a double header. I think you're gonna hear a double header.
Yeah. So again, with the last time we recorded, we had a good flow. So episode 52, when you see 52 come out, it's going to be about an hour plus. And then we were like riffing really well. And then we just realized that the OBS wasn't working. And we don't have video clips to cut from that. I might end up doing AI shit later on. Or JV does some AI shit to make it look cool for an hour plus. But yeah, we're on 53. We're recording, got our backups. Hopefully this is the final of the resolution fucking issues here.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Like, hopefully I have backups on backups now, so it is what it is. We have backups on backups. So this is all I can do. Like I'm like recording on YouTube and then also recording on like a hard drive. And like I have like Erwin recording his audio because like our fucking Zencaster service went down already because we riff too much. So it's like
we burned 120 minutes of a free trial for the month.
That's crazy. So it's like I have on my Rodecaster and I have the backups. He has his backup on Audacity. I have or Adobe. I have mine on Audacity. So like this is what we are now, man. This is us. All right. But anyways.
Yeah, we are recording on Tuesday, August 1st.
Oh shit, it's August 1st.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy because I think last year we kind of like dipped out for like the whole summer. We have some episodes for the summer, but here we are.
Yeah.
Like a different.
Different.
So on a Tuesday, what are you drinking? What you got?
Oh, I'm going to be sipping on this like a whole 6 hours. So I made myself a Virgil Carré. I just upped everything on it. So instead of like a third ounce, everything was an ounce. All the ingredients were an ounce. It's equal parts whiskey, cognac, sweet vermouth, and like some Benedictine and some like bitters. And I just put this in the freezer, cool it down so I don't have to have ice. Tastes like New Orleans. And New Orleans cocktails are my shit, man. Like I love New Orleans cocktails.
I was honestly, the other day, I was like, Rona, I kind of want a muffaletta. Like, I haven't had a muffaletta sandwich in a really long time. I'm like, man, I can go for a muffaletta. Because, I mean, everyone can do a fucking po' boy. Like, anybody can, or there are places across that make, like, decent po' boys, but it's the fucking muffaletta. I haven't had it in a really long fucking time.
Damn. Dude, those sandwiches are huge when we went over there. They're like less than like, they're like a bun me, right? They're like less than like $10 and fucking huge. And okay, just a riff on like bun me in a minute. Like, the moment a bun me becomes more than $10 for two, that's too much already, man. That's too much, man. You gotta go to Orange County or something.
No, I mean, coming from Portland, that's actually not that, like, that's a normal pricing. It's $10 for at least one.
It can't be like that's how it is getting in San Diego too now. Like the good ones have become like $10, and like when I hang out with some of my Vietnamese friends, they're like, no, and no, they should be like 2 for $8. So we drove up to LA, and then like we just got like a bunch of like Vietnamese sandwiches, and like it all came down to like less than like $30 for like a whole fucking bag. I was like, nah. She's like, this is how banh mi should really be. I'm like.
Yeah, I believe in the kind of the floor of banh mi's and other like cheap Asian eats and shit like that. So it's like I think folks has just been underpricing their shit the whole time. That's my hot take on banh mi. Like we can get a decent banh mi for like $6 out here, but I'm saying like.
Could be inflation.
It's like for inflation,
inflationary price.
This is kind of man. It doesn't. I don't. I don't know how sustainable the mom and pop bun me for if you're selling for $4 a pop.
That's true. I mean, prices should have been technically been raised like by 2% every year, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and then it is what it is. I totally get both sides of that argument of being like cheap and also, but like you got to price in the fucking inflation, everything else going up. So
What are you drinking, by the way?
I am drinking a yuzu IPA made here in
Oh,
Portland, Oregon. It's pretty
Yuzu.
sick.
Oh, Yuzu is getting popular all of a sudden. Ooh, why is
Yeah.
Yuzu becoming a thing now? Just fucking call him on seat. You watch.
Is it really?
No, it's
I
still
thought it was
citrus.
like a different thing. It's a different thing, bro.
I mean, it's in that same family of citrus. So it's just
But
like,
it's like when it comes to like those like small like lemons and like small limes, I'm like, I think I need to do a taste by taste. Like I can't tell you the difference between
a lemon, a
like
yuzu,
lime.
and a lime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
they're
Like
really hard to
what's
tell. They're really hard to tell.
like even if you throw like a lime, a key lime, calamansi, and yuzu,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
well, what is this supposed to taste?
Yo, that should be a thing, man. That should be a thing. That should be like a WWE's food taste. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Don't get me
Oh.
fucked up. That might be my next YouTube show.
Oh shit!
I'm just kidding.
What's the difference? Starting your
Fuck. That's my side podcast with fucking Amelia.
What's
the difference? I don't know that.
Oh my god, that sounds pretty dope, man.
You better I gotta copyright that shit going forward.
Oh no, damn. Or it could be like another like segment into this. Anyways, I know I'm gonna kind of riff since we talked about Asian food real quick, but do you Ray kind of posted this on his like Instagram stories a while back, but it was about this Asian chef. I don't know if she was like a TikTok chef or something like that, but she basically got her own restaurant and she was kind of like upping the prices on her Asian food, and people were like kind of blasting her like Asian food's supposed to be cheap. Why is this? I mean, she's on Melrose or Hollywood Boulevard, one of those streets, right? And she's like, "What the fuck? Like, I'm using better ingredients. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm using different techniques. Like, ingredients are like much more higher quality. Like, why couldn't I like charge more for like a bowl of pho, like a high quality bowl of pho? Like, part of me was just like, I kind of like would fuck with that. Like, that would make sense if someone made like like David Chang kind of did this, right? But like, if you make like ordinary Asian food and just like up the quality a bit, like, why couldn't you charge that much higher prices? I mean, freaking like a lot of fine dining places are becoming that way. It's just like, oh, look at this new ramen joint that I made. Oh man, it's like a $30 bowl ramen. People are like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I could do a 30 bowl ramen. And then like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, I kind of get it. I kind of get it why they did it, but I'm like, well, Asian people should be able to do it too if they use like a better quality technique, ingredients, and more time and effort into the kind of stuff. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, Tara's kata kata is like $30, so, but it's still fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, it's still good. I would still pay for it. Like, it makes sense. It's like, okay, it's good. It's really good. She used good shit. Anyways, yeah.
No, I get it. It's like the assumption that kind of like all Asian food needs to be a certain dollar point, but you can't be like bougie. Like you can only be this. It's kind of like, no, man. Like French food is elevated like poor people food. Know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, the best people food are poor people food.
Shit. Yeah. Exactly. So it's like, why not? Like, why? Especially for pricing wise, if it's knowing who you want to appeal to and kind of like, you know, what ingredients, all that shit matters, man. So
it
it's
does
like,
matter. Yeah, for sure.
All this shit fucking matters.
That's why I never like, I love like eating at nice restaurants, but I also like can do McDonald's the next day kind of thing, right? And like,
oh fuck, man.
And I would put those on like almost on the same level on different like, in different ways though. Like fast food's always good consistently, and then like I don't know. If you want the experience, you just want like a good time, like something that you're not gonna eat every day, then hey, do a nice restaurant. But like, I don't know, just I don't know. I understand people who are like,
Yeah, I get
you
it. I
can't
get it. It kind
charge
of
it. Yeah, yeah.
it
Banh mi
rubs
should
you the
be
long way.
$50 banh mi's. I don't care how
I
many
think
pork butts and pork bellies from Tahitian vanilla beans that you've gathered from the southern hemisphere on like summer nights.
fuck. Up.
There's I don't know. I'm just kidding. But anyways, black truffle my ass on my banh mi. Just kidding.
Yo, that actually might sound good. No, no, no. I yeah, it's. I think food and beverage have a really difficult time, and I think obviously the fucking pandemic exposed this. Is like most of the shit in the restaurant industry is like not sustainable. So like,
Yeah.
let them make money where they can make money. Otherwise, those things are gonna fail. Anyways, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Let them fail. Like if you don't want to eat there, don't eat there, man. Like your critic should be your dollars, not your fucking post on
Yeah, and stop being a
Yelp.
fucking hater. Then just don't go, dude.
Yeah. Bitch, don't go. If I want to go, I'll go.
I'll
Bitch,
go.
I'll go.
Speaking of voicing concerns, we're gonna go with our current news block.
Oh shit.
So from Twitter.
Uh-oh.
So going from Twitter to X in the last 7 days, I knew that he said that shit on Friday or something, right? And then like it's like official within the last 24 hours because the logo has changed and
Yeah, what was
a bunch of text on the website on Twitter is like not the same. Like
It's so
retweets
weird.
doesn't exist.
It's so
They call it a
weird.
repost now.
Yeah, they're called posts now. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember what we talked about in the last episode about Twitter. I think he was thinking about doing it, or it's when, like the logo's been chosen, but then like that should move. Okay, that's 2 week news story was so nutty. So when we post this and you're hearing this episode, and you hear them back to back, like it's us saying like, oh man, and like I guess they just randomly decided on the logo to. They put up the logo on the building, and like up to today, they're taking down the logo from the building because it didn't meet safety requirements because that shit was on sandbags. That's why.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought people.
And
I
that,
honestly thought
and the city
it
filed
was
a complaint.
like okay, because I thought when on TikTok on my feed when I saw it, I thought that the flashing X logo was like fucking
It's
like
going
a
into-
club.
Yeah. It's like going to the like the residential
Strobing
like
and
thing.
shit.
Yeah, it's going to the residential area. And like I think this one journalist was like, all right, I guess this is my life now at night. I'm just gonna see the fucking X logo in my living room every night. I was like,
Fucking-
damn. I was like, that was not well thought out. Like that pushed way too quick for no reason. Holy shit, how much leverage did you have for that? And then like they couldn't even finish taking on all the Twitter letters on like the logo because they didn't have the permits yet. I was like, that's tight, man. That's tight. That's dope. I'm gonna post about
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah,
This doesn't feel
honestly,
good, man.
fucking, like it this whole move, it just screams desperation and trying to figure out what the fucking do with your $44 billion investment. Like that's what I see.
I think
It's
like,
freaking out, man.
I think I'm gonna agree with what other journalists have been hearing. It's like it's an attention grab. It's just to keep Twitter and X on the so fucking weird. X on the news cycle, right? Because it's like we're still talking about it now, even though it's not performing as well. I mean, some people still use Twitter. I mean, a lot of people like YouTubers I know of like saying like, oh yeah, on Twitter blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, did he tweet about it kind of thing? But then
Mhm.
like it's a trip because like they're still trying to adapt to the fact that it's called X and the things you post are post. It is just like I feel bad for all like the marketing campaigns and everyone's business card as just like, oh, here's my Twitter handle. You know what I mean? So it's just
Right.
like, you know how much fucking people have to like burn shit now because of that? They're like, oh yeah, we had to change like my business card has to change. I have to order new business cards. I have to get rid of Twitter. It's now X. Just so fucking stupid. What's next?
It's fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine like a business card nowadays is like like in a post of like a bunch of bullshit. He's like, here's my Instagram website. Here's my threads. Here's my ex. Here's my ex. So,
Oh,
oh, here's my ex. Oh, weird.
oh
Oh,
shit.
shit. Oh, but
Awkward.
awkward. Oh, here's my ex.
Here's my ex.
You can hit me up out here. You can see my post with my ex. I'm like, what the fuck? I post with my ex. What's going on there? So, you know what I mean? Like, Twitter and tweets had just like such a nice, like, it flew correctly. But what sucked is like when tweets became such a mainstream thing with the last president, it was like the presidential tweet said blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, I fucking hate hearing that. So, I don't know. Maybe it's like both good and bad. Like, I still like tweets, but from 2016 to 2020, right? As
When?
the election,
What?
the election, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
election.
I hated the word tweet for a long time because it's all I fucking heard. President tweeted tonight, blah, 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 blah.
That's
like-
what I'm saying. Like, Twitter and tweets. I'm like, it was a good run, man. This X shit is so stupid.
Yeah. Oh, did you see him post on X the other day? Like, oh, we need to post on X. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to hear? Posting people about their exes? Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Degeneration X. Degeneration X.
Damn, dude. That sucked. I just felt bad for that dude who had that X handle for like 16 years and it just fucking like took it from him.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't fucking do that, bro. Like, that's my shit.
I mean, it's Elon shit now. He bought this shit for $44 billion. He's like,
Fucking
yo,
idiot.
$44 billion. I'm going to take this X from you. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's like he's gonna make so much money on other things that like it might even just cover the losses, right? It's like SpaceX and fucking even Tesla.
yeah. And like, I still admire the fact that he wants to make an everything app. Well, I feel like the infrastructure is not even there yet because the only two companies I think who are like closest to doing that is Uber and Amazon are the only two companies I know that could be like, they can create the super app. Amazon's so close for making a super app.
I could see Amazon because they own everything. So
Right.
it's like the logistics and all that. They just need a car company
Yeah.
and
And
a
Uber's
phone
almost
company.
there. Yeah. And Uber's almost there. Like,
Mhm.
and Uber's so close to doing it too. Like, if you go to Asia, I think, when's the last time you've been to the Philippines?
I fucking long,
Okay.
too long, so I don't even have a reference.
Okay, so in Asia, Southeast Asia, if you're not in China, if you don't have WeChat, there's one thing called Gojek and Grab, which is your everything app. It's your payments. It's your, hey, come to my house, give me a massage kind of thing. It's, hey, I want something from 7-Eleven. Can you bring it to me? Or it's, hey, I'm going to send my friend like an 8-ball real quick. Let me put in a sandwich. Can you take the sandwich to them? That was actually a true story I've heard. So that's a fucking trip. Because my friend's like, I got to have bacon sandwich. I'm like, from my friend. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, that's how they sneak like mess to me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what did I just say? Anyways, I'm not trying to give ideas, but so anyways, yeah. So the fact that like Asia's already done it and the fact that it's so hard to do in the US, like if I could make that comparison, like what companies are so close to doing it, it is Amazon, it is Uber, because they're almost there. They had the payments, they have the transportation. I mean, Amazon has now a fucking pharmacy, so it's like X has so much to catch up on. All they have is DMs. Even Threads has more than that, man. They have the Instagram store, and people buy stuff from Instagram ads now.
Yeah. I've seen that. I don't have the fucking citation, but I've seen like Instagram shop and TikTok shop. Like they do really well with it. Like Gen Z, like people, it's like the QVC shit, HSN type shit, but for like anybody young, except it's social media. So I see it. I see the vision, but it's like, I don't know. Threads is getting there. And I know that like since the introduction of Threads, it's kind of like, yeah, it's tight. And I know when you listener, from our previous episode to this one, you're like, yeah, everyone's talking about Google Plus and fucking Threads. And I'm like, at this point, I barely use Threads as a kind of like scroll through shit. It's more like, oh, let me post something on Threads so I can share it on my Instagram stories.
Yeah. I think I should start using it because, dude, you see like my random like stories on Instagram is just like I have like random music moments and I just want to
Mhm.
like talk about it. Or I'm like, yo, this music's really been inspired me today. Or I'll like like take a picture of the back of my hand so it's all black and I'll write some text. I'm like, I should just do it on Threads now, to be honest. I mean, at this point, like, fuck it, why not? Like, let's just have Threads be the place where my conscious or my unconscious mind goes to and just like brain dumps on everything. I'm gonna be like, I had a soft pickle today or something like that. I don't fucking know what I'm gonna put. But like, for example, that whole boa thing that you put me on like yesterday, I
Fuck.
was just like, ugh. And not like Korean K-pop sensation boa. I'm talking about like boa from the UK, that band.
Right. So okay, it was on my TikTok feed about I just at random anime shit on my TikTok, and like I saw this band show up, and I was like, what does this got to do with anime? Because it's like sandwich doing anime shit, and like the search on the bottom said Lane intro. I was like, motherfucker, it's the same band
I
that does the
know.
intro for Lane. I was like, what the? I never knew. I fucking never knew.
Isn't this kind of interesting though about the internet? It's just like they're now getting revamped from a song from 1998 kind of thing. And you just want to wonder like, damn, just put your shit out there, man. Like everyone's going to get Van Gogh in the future. Everyone's going to get Da Vinci in the future. Everyone's going to get, and what I mean by that is like, you know, how, like they were never famous when they were alive kind of thing. They were only famous after
Oh,
they're dead
I
kind of
see
thing.
what you mean.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
with Boa's case is like, yo, we released the song in like 98 and like our record label's telling like, yo, you guys are blowing up and you guys have been broken up for like how many years? So that's why they're coming back together to record new music. And I was like, that's sick. Like that's really, really sick.
Fucking weebs like myself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It was just like, it's just fun seeing like that your stuff, even like, I guess like the whole point is saying like, no matter what you have, just put it out there, man. Like just keep it out there. Just let it hang. Let the niche groups figure it out. Because like, yeah, I feel like 20 years down the line or 30 years for this case, it's gonna like, well, they just came back to it and kind of made them like popular again. So I'm just like, yo, fuck it, man. That's sick, man. Whatever you have, put your shit out there. That's it. Just put your shit out there. What Tyler, the creator, said, just put out your shit out there. Try to market it. But eventually, man, someone's going to find it and they're going to land on it. And that shit's tight. So good job, Boa. Fucking love you guys. I have all the
damn, that
remixes
was
too.
like that fucking Gary V moment. I was like, I'm gonna let this shit ride. I'm not gonna even interject. JV on this Gary V shit. I was like, yeah, okay, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I got to take my own advice. So that's the thing. The only thing I got into was like some dude who tried to like call me out on like Instagram or on I forgot what it was, but they're like, oh,
YouTube comments.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you can totally tell this is AI art. I'm like, I never said I was a fucking artist. I'm a creative for sure. Like, I'm just not an artist. And I definitely did say like this is AI assisted. So take it as you will, but don't ever say like the concept is not mine kind of thing. You could say like, oh, you didn't do that yourself. And like, that's fair. I didn't do like majority of it by myself. But anyways, put your shit out there. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Put your shit out there. And like, even though that comment like set me back a little bit, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna like power through it.
Well, speaking of people talking your shit, so recently, within the last week, the government has confirmed that aliens do exist and UFOs exist. So shout out to Tom DeLonge of Blink 182 for A, putting out the song Aliens Exist under Blink 182, and B, running his own startup in his time away from Blink 182
Holy
to
shit.
research UFOs and aliens.
I
So
did
shout
not
out to
know
fucking
that.
Tom.
Yo, I did not know that he had his own research institute. Like, I like when I was like listening to like stuff from like Vox, they're like, yeah, Vox is like, or Tom, like after like Blink 182, before he went back to Coachella like this year, like he just like his money went into like a research fund about aliens and like still like out of all the Blink 182 songs, like that's like one of the sickest songs like ever. Cause like that drum riff, that drum like session is so good. The session is so good. Like, holy shit, that song is sick. Like, you should go back now and like listen to that. That whole album's really good, but that song specifically was like my favorite song on that album. So yeah. Yeah, and guess what it means to everyone else? No one gives a shit because everyone's broke.
I'm starting to like think in my mind already how to edit things in real time. So I'm letting things breathe. That's what I'm learning here. I'm like, I have to let your shit breathe. It's less like I'm trying to like be more natural, but also like, okay, we gotta let the shit breathe for social. And fucking I want to put under the fucking like the aliens exist and the record scratch. Because I'm like, dude, like fucking no, this alien shit, especially with Tom DeLonge, like, yeah, no one knew why Tom just like dipped. And then like recent, like, you know, within the last decade, they're like, yo, so Tom actually has like top secret clearance, and these like former generals and admirals like on his startup telling him, like Tom, like the whole situation of our fucking like UFO phenomena. So it's just like, I get it. I fucking get it, man.
Yeah. And what was that one meme with the dude who was like aliens or something? you know what I'm talking about from like the early 2010s?
No,
like
the fucking
aliens, dude.
Oh, what's that shit? It's like ancient aliens on History Channel.
Yeah. So I bet you that guy's probably back too. He's probably like, aliens.
Nah, man. I mean, like, yeah, like at the end of the day, for the normal fucking person, for this to happen in 2023, like, bro, I don't give a fuck right now, man. If you told me this like 10 years ago, I freak it the fuck out. Now I'm like, bro, I got other things to worry about.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm 37. I need to get my shit together. I need to get a mortgage. I gotta get my credit right. Come on, man.
I got other things to worry about, man. Yeah, no, seriously, I'm the same way. Like if it was another time, I would care more. But right now, I'm just trying to wake up every day and put pants on one leg at a time first. I can't even do that correctly.
So it's like at this point, like if like somebody came down from one of those UFOs and be like, yo, I'm here, like, cool, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, I like that comparison with ants kind of thing, where like aliens just see humans as ants. It's that point. It's like, oh, I really want to fuck with you right now, kind of thing. So
I don't got time for this shit, dude.
Yeah, you need that alien who's like, I'm gonna fucking step on ants all day to fuck things up for everybody. You just need that one alien to be like, I want to fuck with humanity today. That sounds good. Fuck this in the solar system. I'll fuck you up. I'm just kidding. I bet you that's like the alien they have right now, or whatever the alien they have right now. Is that like that alien was like, I'm gonna be like Christopher Columbus and just explore a new world, but fucking Magellan and just get fucking speared at the very end. That's what happened to that. Sorry, I had to make that weird comparison. Anyways,
I don't know. I feel like my last piece or last take is I think if there is an alien held captive voluntarily or involuntarily by the American government, I feel like they're just fucking like, this shit is dumb. These people are fucking not even worth it. Like, he's probably just pacing around in the fucking room and he's like, I just want to go home now at this point.
Anyways, speaking of shit that looks bizarre and that we can always talk about, Oppenheimer, man. So when it comes to good storytelling, I think you'll hear in a previous episode that I'm gonna go do some fucked up shit at like Oppenheimer, but I'm about to go watch the movie again. Like I'm probably gonna watch it like 4 more times in the theater. Like I'm gonna go to LA and watch it because I want to see it in one of those 19 IMAX theaters in the US. Like I'm so committed to this. Like I love this movie so much. Like I think it's one of the sickest movies I've seen. I think this is perhaps skill-wise, it's his best movie. I don't think it's his best movie, but skill-wise, it's his best movie because There's parts of Memento in it. There's parts of Dunkirk in it. There's parts of the story elements of The Prestige in it. And I'm just like, something that's based off like facts. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is executed really well. And Robert Downey Jr. like can still act. Like if you think he's just Iron Man, nah, he can still act. Robert Downey Jr. Can still act. So, and I haven't seen a Barbie movie yet. I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm a big fan of Greta's. I just don't watch in movie theaters. So that's it.
The only thing right now you're committed to is a Christopher Nolan movie, Oppenheimer. But you want to see it again, but in real IMAX.
Right. So I'll still watch it one more time just for fun. I'm probably going to do like 6 edibles and go watch it a second time. And then when I go to LA, I'm just going to watch it. Like, I think my nephew wants to join me because he actually really like Oppenheimer too. And then like, I've talked to like some friends about it and I'll just nerd out about Oppenheimer. It's like, oh, it's a movie about like technology and like arrogance and like people trying to make a name for themselves and blah, 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 and how ambition can cloud like how like your good intentions could bring people to ruin kind of thing, right? So I don't know. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh,
that's why I'm trying to get non-spoiler review here.
okay. So yeah, so I thought I did a good job. So yeah, it's just about like it's kind of like I remember Nolan said in an interview is that movie's basically a cautionary tale to current tech giants, saying like you might think you're doing something correct, just remember it might be taken the wrong way. And if you ever watch the movie, just always keep that in mind while watching it. Because that movie keeps going after the atomic bomb. I'll tell you that right now. There's more to it. There's still another hour after the atomic bomb explodes.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I know.
Christopher Nolan.
No, it's a good, like, that's actually, for me, that was the most important part. Like, everything before the bomb, I thought it was kind of slowish. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Oh, cool. This is the life of Oppenheimer. But after the atomic bomb, that's when I felt like the real story was taking place.
Okay.
It was such a good movie now.
That's good.
I think that's
No,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, I was just going to ask rather, so you're saying that this is his best work based on like everything, like you feel like it's like a culmination of his work.
It is a culmination of his work. I don't think it's his best, like me personally, I don't think it's the best movie, but it's a super good movie. Like,
well, what's your best movie then?
Memento. Like, but that's because
Memento's your favorite.
Memento's my favorite just because his storytelling is really well. It's perfect. It's good. I really, really liked it. I know people would say like Inception's a great film. Like, I like Inception. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's his best film. Like, I think Oppenheimer is his best movie that's based on something that makes sense. Like, so I think it's better than Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better than The Prestige. I think it's, that's hard to say because I like The Prestige, but I think it's better than Prestige.
I thought The Prestige is not based on anything. I thought he made it up, right?
Insomnia was his original film. Insomnia, Tenet, Memento are his like original film, but Prestige is based off a novel. Yeah. So
wait, so Memento is based off something else?
No, it's not based off anything. It's an original story. I mean, you can argue his younger brother wrote it, a short story of it, but it's not based off like the Prestige was based off a novel. Oppenheimer was based off the book American Prometheus. Batman or Dark Knight Rises based on Batman. You know what I mean? Like in terms of original movies, like for me, it's going to be Memento, Interstellar, Inception.
Fuck, right? Interstellar is so good.
I can keep watching Interstellar. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, Interstellar is like, I think that might be my favorite. I think based on like
original, right?
Bringing in science and then like the storytelling and kind of like trying to figure out, fuck, man. For as a viewer, trying to figure out the ending and like getting all fucked up on time. You're like,
yeah. And that's what made those movies good. Like that's what made Inception, Tenet. Like even though I put Tenet like kind of near the bottom of his best or of his original movies, I still thought Tenet was really good. Like it took me 2-3 watches to get it, but like I could watch Tenet again, man, and I would like completely like appreciate it. But yeah, no, definitely Inception was so good. Interstellar for me will always be one of his best movies.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, but like based off like
Dunkirk was. I wish I watched Dunkirk in IMAX. Like that one was like
same.
fuck. I think I should have watched that because of like the airplane scenes. I'm like,
Yeah,
shit.
and that movie didn't need
Yeah.
much dialogue, which is insane. So that's what I mean by like Oppenheimer is a combination of his like great work. It's Dunkirk, it's the prestige storytelling, like the ups and downs, the roller coasters of it. It's Memento's like use of color. It just Oppenheimer was just such a good movie. Like for me, I think it's definitely top 3. Man, that's so hard to say, but yeah, I would say that's top 3. Damn, I'm really gonna say it.
I'm
Yeah,
like that's
top 3.
top 3. Like that's still high compared to yeah. Christopher
good
Nolan's
movies.
OP, man. He's fucking OP.
Yeah. And like that's not to say like Tenet wasn't good. I'm like it was really good. It was just harder to grasp and compare to his other movies. And oh my god, man, it's so hard to put Christopher Nolan movies on like a thing because they're all like 9s and aboves, in my opinion. Like I think they're all good. Like even his earlier work, his before his like mainstream work, like they're all good. I hate to say it, man. Nolan's like one of the best film people for sure, 100%.
Like yeah, Nolan is OP, and then it's like Nolan in IMAX is OP. Like like it's like because I think what happens with like other movies that show up in IMAX, I don't know. I think maybe excluding like the animated like Disney stuff in IMAX. I think it's there's like a lot of effects things happening in like let's say it's like Michael Bay film like Transformers in IMAX, but it's like 90% of that movie is because it's like Michael Bay is gonna blow shit up.
Right.
Whereas like Nolan, it's like 50%. Like it's gonna be there's gonna be 50%. Effects. No?
Not even 50%. He said for the most part, Nolan doesn't use CG for the most part.
So yeah, it's just fucking like blowing shit up for real.
Yeah. Like the atomic bomb, there was no real atomic bomb. It was just lots of explosives. And it's just camera magic and explosives. That's it. So yeah, no. Christopher Nolan's like a purist for sure. I think he's a purist.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because it's like and his like devotion to IMAX because it's like it's a really rare medium and he's also carrying the fucking IMAX fucking industry. Because before fucking like there was not too many good like storytellers on IMAX, like masters like Christopher Nolan. Like there's obviously like the nature documentaries,
Gravity, that Sandra Bullock movie.
Well, that shit is tight, right?
Yeah, I felt like wasn't IMAX or Gravity good on IMAX? The one with Sandra Bullock getting like thrown around in space, and then like any Mission Impossible.
According to reports, I didn't watch it, but
I didn't watch it either. That's the thing. So I'm like, damn, I need to get an IMAX dealer in my room. But like, was it like also Mission Impossible, one of those movies where it's like it should be an IMAX film kind of thing? I don't know. So
I feel like it should. Yeah, there's like, I understand it's like the cost of it, and it's like one of like the last like quality film, like actual like text, like you're shooting on film.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of like that last kind of like generation of that shooting on film as a medium. That's crazy.
That's sick. I really like it. I mean, fuck, man, he is really, really good. You should watch it. It's 3 hours out of your day, but you should watch it sometime, man. Just get that experience.
I feel like I just need to do a weekend of like just Christopher Nolan films. Like
that's what Raison's doing. That's what Raison's doing.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just like, dude, I'm just going through all of them right now. They're fucking sick. I'm like, I think the only one he doesn't have was like The Prestige, I think, or Insomnia. One of those two.
Yeah, fucking, Prestige was the like I never wanted to watch it, and I don't think I've had like the inkling to because I'm like,
it's so sad.
No, I was like, nah, dude.
What? Okay, what about The Prestige you don't like? I'm defending because like Prestige is one of my favorite movies. Oppenheimer knocked it off my top 3.
It's like fucking like magician shit. I was man, trying to fuck with this.
Yo,
Trying to fuck with this. I don't give a fuck.
fair, but the execution on the magicians is so good
Okay.
because it's two good it's fucking what's his
Michael
name?
Caine and fucking
Michael Caine. It's Christian Bale and it's Hugh Jackman. And it's just Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale going after each other. They're basically the movie's about two magicians trying to one up each other their whole career. And they're like, my trick is better. It's like, no, my trick is better. And they just keep going up that path. And the way that fucking Michael Caine like ties that together was so sick, dude. You have to give Prestige a try. I'm serious. It is.
Is Hugh Jackman one of like Christopher Nolan's like least like collaborative actors? Like, damn, that's a good like, you know, like he has a roster of people that he fucking always reuses.
Dude, I didn't realize Cillian Murphy was in so much of his films. Because you see the audition tape of him trying to be Batman, and he just like no,
I haven't seen that.
So they have a
Unless you send it to me.
Okay, so Murphy has a what do you call that? A reel
audition tape
of him wearing the Batman outfit and him talking. But then you just look at him during that time and age, you're like, it doesn't work for him, man. It really doesn't work. But I think they said in interviews like Nolan was so like entranced by this dude that he's been in every other like Nolan film since. Like he was in. I didn't even know he was in Dunkirk. That's how crazy it was.
For real, he was like,
he's in Inception. He's in Dunkirk. I think he's in Inception or in Tenet also. I don't remember, but man,
he's
like Michael Caine. He's always in the films.
Yeah, Michael Caine up until a point. Wait, was Michael Caine in Oppenheimer?
No, that was the only movie he was not in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But a lot of other people were, so that's what makes that movie. Dude, I'm actually surprised with Oppenheimer having so many different big names on it, like freaking Florence Pugh? Yeah. God,
what's her face?
Emily Blunt was in it. Fuck, man, there were so many. Robert Downey Jr. was in it. Fucking
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck was in it? I think so, but you know who's the trip is in it?
I saw it.
I won't say who it is, but fucking Gary Oldman's in it too. Gary Oldman has like a minute cameo in Oppenheimer.
But dude, like that's what I'm saying. Is like Gary. What else was he besides Batman? He did the fucking Nolan Batmans.
Yeah, wasn't he in more movies though?
Had to be.
I don't know. I have to look at Gary because Gary Oldman looks.
Live fast check.
Anyways, the TLDR is that fucking Nolan's a genius, or Nolan's super good, and like 2023 is the year of movies. I'm serious. Like there are so many fucking good movies that came out this year. The Mario movie came out. Wow, it's fucking amazing. The Guardians of the Galaxy came out. That was a fucking great movie. The Little Women came out this year, or was that last year? That was last year, right?
Yes, last year. Not this year.
Top Gun came out. Was that this year or last year? God, I don't know, but like
last year because it was eligible for a Oscar this year.
That's right. Regardless, man, it's been the year of movies for sure. Like there are so many good freaking movies out this year, and like there's still going to be more good movies out this year. Like the one about the FBI going after investigating that one dude who annihilated like a whole Native American tribe over like oil. That movie's gonna be sick because that's a Martin Scorsese film. Damn.
Oh shit! It's gonna make a fucking mob movie. Okay.
It's really mob-ish because it's about the FBI investigating this dude who basically like went after these like Native American people when he found like oil on their land, and so he just came in and tried to like basically massacred them and it's a weird like J. Edgar Hoover story. She's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like it's like for me, I haven't seen the movie this year, so I'm like, okay, of this like is Oppenheimer the movie I need to see for 2023?
Yeah, It's either that or Super Mario Brothers. Sorry, I I
No, but
didn't.
that's just on Amazon. So it's like, is if I need to see a movie, this is Oppenheimer the one.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
you
sure.
can fuck everybody else movie in the theater,
Oh yes, I think Oppenheimer is the movie to watch.
like
But see, that's the
Oppenheimer
thing.
over the field.
Okay, so here's the thing: how I feel about Oppenheimer. So when it comes to like box office numbers and revenue, Barbie actually did better.
Oh,
It hit out 155
okay.
million. Oppenheimer hit out like 80 million, 85 million, right? But like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can take people to watch Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a certain like type of like mindset to go into Oppenheimer, right? Compared to Barbie. Barbie's a little bit more different. There's a lot more cultural stuff in there. It's a lot more fun. It's more inviting. Like they do like a lot of like they do a Brat shout out in Barbie, which is actually really fucking sick that Greta did because you know how Bratz at the time was supposed to be the competitor to Barbie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's a
They just had a
scene,
bigger head.
yeah, there's a scene in Barbie where she's talking to four girls, each named after one of the Brats, kind of thing. And I was like, that is such a sick, like, that is such a sick addition added by Greta and her creative team. Like, that's why I think she's like such a good director. And like, I would watch it, but I just wouldn't watch it in movie theaters. Like, that's just sorry, that's my honest truth. I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it now. But yeah, Oppenheimer for sure. And after that, I think it's Super Mario Brothers, and then Guardians of the Galaxy for sure. So far, as of right now. I'll give you the end of the year
Yeah, I'm
review
also
later.
trying to think of like what else is gonna be by the end of the year. I'm like, what else?
The Martin Scorsese film for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna come out. So I'll let you know how I feel about that movie because I like Martin Scorsese films. So I'm just like, fuck, man, this movie looks sick. But I should say this. So when I was watching Oppenheimer on the night before opening, I'm pretty sure I was the only minority there. So like,
Fucking went to La Jolla's shit.
no,
Fucking dumbass.
I just remember like I kind of like I walked in and I looked around. I just wanted to scout like my audience. I was like, okay, cool. This is fine. That's fine. It's 10 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Or it's 5 p.m. It's cool. I get it. I sat down and I was kind of watching everyone else that comes in, and I just remember like
Who's
I was
fucking watching a movie at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday?
on the
Oh
Wednesday
my
actually
bad, it was
Wednesday
Friday.
on a Wednesday. So I think I texted you and I'm like I'm pretty sure I'm the only minority here, and then
You
like
did.
that was okay. So like I felt so weird because it was that one part in like the new Martin Scorsese film. There's a part where like this one Indian lady was like, "Oh man, these fucking white people are like murdering us," kind of thing. And I just kind of sat there. I looked around my surroundings. I'm like, "That's nothing else." I'm just seeing. I'm waiting for someone to go, "Boo, fuck that shit," kind of thing, right? But then none of that happened. So I was like, "Oh, okay, interesting, 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 hmm, interesting." Hmm.
Stupid.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
but like, okay. I mean that's good to know because I mean like, well, in terms of like that's Oppenheimer is like the if Oppenheimer is like the movie to see, then
I think
I don't
so.
know. Like I feel like Christopher Nolan doesn't miss. Like he'll have some like things that don't like might not be your to your liking. Like I think Tenet was good, but I'm like I have to rewatch it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fair. I didn't like Tenet or Dunkirk when it came out in theaters. I had to rewatch it again to like enjoy it. So, so I had like
Just
those, yeah,
yeah,
I had
yeah.
those six
Like
years of Nolan like not producing anything great. So, in my opinion, I didn't think it was that great. Like, so I was like, man, Interstellar was such a high note for me. Like, his next two films just couldn't catch up. But hey, but this was the movie to watch. I think it's the movie to watch for sure.
but also I also think that Tenet felt like just the way that it was written, it was like a Call of Duty game, like
It tried to be Inception.
side quests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tried to be Inception, and it,
Inception, but like meets Call of Duty.
yeah, there were scenes where I'm just like, oh, we're just going to war now. What the fuck is going on? What are we doing?
No, I will say, like, I know that because Nolan's really like dedicated to like practical effects. The bullets in reverse still get me fucked up. I'm like, I don't know I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how he did the whole ass everything. I don't know how he did it,
I
but
mean, obviously that was
okay.
CG, but he really doesn't
God
really,
damn.
yeah. As much as possible,
So
I think he doesn't,
smooth.
yeah. As much as possible, he doesn't use CG. I think Inception and Interstellar and
Yeah.
Tenet were his
Yeah.
big CG movies for sure. And that one scene from uh, Dark Knight Rises where freaking Heinz Ward's running through the Gotham football field and the whole thing's breaking down. That scene specifically, I don't know why I remember that, but because for me that was like, yo, that's Heinz Ward wearing a black jersey.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. That's my guy. But yeah, holy shit.
Oh, a side note, a side topic. I will say that of the things also I'm hyped on is the new anime that's happening on Netflix coming out. The one that is the spiritual ancestor to Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
I wouldn't say
Uh,
is it a spiritual successor or just like collaboration?
but it's like if you think about like if we're gonna go off music and shit, and we're doing like cyberpunk, but like
Oh,
for the anime, you know what I'm saying? So it's like fuck.
you haven't
Yeah,
seen
you
Space
had
Dandy, huh?
jazz, yeah, hip hop. Which one?
You haven't seen Space Dandy, huh?
Is that his shit
That's
too?
his shit too, which is like really weird, but at the same time, like it makes sense. It's about like a dandy dude in space, and it's just like picking up chicks and stuff. Like but like the music's great, the story is fun. It's just fun. But no, but definitely the one I can see.
Lazarus. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Lazarus.
but I can see why you call it like a spiritual successor to like Cowboy Bebop because it is like they do have kung fu in it. Like they have like the Spike Spiegel way of fighting. They have like that jazz music, and it's produced by like I swear by a Japanese company that's like about exploiting their employees right now because they're just pushing gold after gold after gold, and it just doesn't make sense. Like I'm worried that company is gonna go bankrupt soon. Holy shit, that company has to be in debt with all the crazy shit they're pulling out, man. Anyways, yeah, no, that shit's sick. But things I'm hyped on, fuck, man. There's quite a few things, man. So that 8-bit Duo's doing a keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
and they're modeling after the original Japanese like Famicom or the US or NES. So you
Yeah,
get like
it looks pretty fucking sick.
you have two versions of it, and you can also get the two red buttons that on separate. So that's sick.
Is that's like what is the buttons do? Or is that just
You just macro it to whatever you want.
oh it's a macro?
Yeah, you just program it. Like what does this do? Alt F4. Like that's, or I don't know what the equivalence in a Mac is. Sorry.
uh, there's Alt Command Q, but it doesn't do like the auto alt like how Alt F4 fucked you over in a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. And then what else is coming out? Fucking oh man, that Virgil Abloh Mickey Mouse piece, the Fantasia piece. I forgot where he's gonna post it, but man, when I saw that, man, that was really sick. I just dropped my fidget toy. Um, that was really sick because I knew he had a Mickey Mouse collection as Virgil Abloh in his like personal line.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know he actually had something with like an art, like a actual art piece.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's like the wired one. Blah, blah, blah. It looks sick. It looks
It
pretty
looks
sick.
sick.
Yeah, it looks sick. I mean, I'm trying to find a reason to go out to see stuff again. Like, I want to go to art galleries again. And like you'll hear in the
And buy
last,
your 101s. You know what I'm saying? Okay, art collector.
I can't, man. I gotta look for a job soon.
When you listen from 52 to 53, you're like, oh, now I get it. Fucking
What was that?
art collector JV.
Dude,
We
yeah.
we don't do prints.
I can't do prints anymore, man.
Give me canvas 101.
Yeah, I'll do like a 1-of-1 like canvas piece. I'm like, I need I'll do a
Fucking
digital.
bougie ass. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, maybe not. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Maybe it could be 1-on-1. I don't know. It just has to be sick, and it has like because I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't care about excess anymore. I just need to have like nice curated pieces, and that's gonna be one of them. Aside from like my $3,000 worth of figure, like I need just sick art pieces, man, and that's gonna come in soon because the art gallery just finished, so they should be shipping it to me soon. I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it, man. I'm gonna put this 1-of-1 art piece
Side note,
hand signed. Anyways, go ahead.
I have a Virgil fucking t-shirt size medium. I bought it thinking it was like a bigger size medium. This shit is like tight medium. Do you want it?
Sure.
It fits like a small dog. I can't.
Sure,
I'm too
I'll take
big for
it.
this shit.
If I go to Seattle, I'm gonna take
No,
a
I
train.
mean I'll send it.
Oh,
No
okay.
problem. I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
I don't know. Okay.
It's a lot, bro. Like it. Noti Rack sometimes gets hits. So like I went to a Nordstrom rack and they had like this fucking small ass rack and section of like there was Virgil's collection he did. I forget with what art museum. I think it was somewhere in Brooklyn and it's printed on Champion shirts. So usually they retail for like $80, but it was like $20.
Sure, I'll take it.
So I was like, sick.
I plan on doing a train trip, so I might hit up Portland for a few days.
This guy.
No money, you gotta find a job. I'm gonna take a train.
You don't have a job.
Yeah, I don't have a job now.
I work
It's
a
reversed.
part-time. Yes.
It's reversed now. But yeah, no, I gotta work on that shit.
I feel you. One last thing I'm hype on. Surprisingly, the New Jeans EP. Holy shit! The production. I don't know who the fuck they contracted for New Jeans' new shit because I was like, this is just UK garage. What I've been really into lately is like UK garage circa like 2001, like when Craig David was peak, and I was like, yo, so it kind of set me on. I've been really into UK garage. I'm into like BBC Radio 1 Extra. It's kind of like my favorite shit right now. I'm in the car. BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Are we talking about New Jeans, the Korean pop group?
The K-pop group, dude.
I just want to make sure.
They're new shit. I was like, oh, it's like the beat doesn't sound K-pop like. This is fucking UK.
What the fuck? Okay, I'll go check that out. What the fuck? What was their popular song that got them popular? The oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, that one. Okay.
That's the one.
Man, I'm getting
But
all
then
these
they
Korean.
bring-
So right now it's fucking Cupid. Now it's, oh my god. Okay, got it. But yeah, so
Okay. New Jeans, new shit. Yeah, I was like, this is the one that their album looks like a Powerpuff Girls. That's the new shit, the EP.
got it. I will probably end up listening to that after the recording. Holy shit. That is tight. Okay, cool. Glad K-pop's making a thing. Too bad you can't say the same thing about J-pop. It's only reserved for like anime people.
J-pop only lives in fucking weaves' minds and hearts, man.
Man. Yeah, it's so weird. Like you know me back then. Like I really loved like J-Rock back then. Like I still do.
J-Rock had a vibe, man.
Dude, J-Rock.
Honestly, so that
I think it slapped.
That sound was different.
Yeah, J-Rock I think will always be one of the most slept music genres. Even to this day. Like even if you consider like all the anime J-Rock songs, like still like J-Rock still has such a huge catalog of like fucking fascinating music. That's why J-Rock's the main reason why I have an iPod still. No, I'm serious. Like I cannot find half the music on Spotify. Like that's why YouTube music's like my thing. Finding music is so sick again, dude. Like
I feel like a teenager again, man. When it comes to music, I'm like, I just give me newer shit, give me different shit.
Or if it's like city pop, future funk, and stuff like that, I'm just like, yeah, I can fuck with this all day. This is sick. It's just 90s pop remixed, or just 90s pop in general. Fucking
yeah, the samples Like, there's a lot
Nasty.
more of our like, yeah, our childhood and upbringing, and it's like it it's referenced in a way that kind of like evolves with current music
Mm-hmm.
and current music taste. So it's kind of like a trip of how these younger producers are reinterpreting the track and the samples. Ah, this is good shit.
Hell yeah. Samples are back, baby, on YouTube only. Because these spot creators like, what the fuck? People are making money off our music from the 90s? Shit's tight. Time to come back. Take that shit back. Oh, man, I remember Vox did a really interesting episode about the music industry and like IP and how like it's about like nostalgia anymore and it's kind of killing creativity. So
Nostalgia?
yeah, it's just like this is like an era of nostalgia for like people from the 90s. Like it's not about creating new IP, it's about remixing old IP. Like for example, the Little Richard fucking Super Freak is now having another iteration. Forgot who's doing the latest iteration. But like
Oh, you mean Rick James?
Rick James. Sorry, why did I say Little Richard? Yeah, Rick James. Yeah. Super Freak, right? Like it's having like another remix again. And I'm just like, damn, that's like every 20 years it's gonna come out. The song's gonna come out every 20 years. No? You don't think so?
I just think that like
Like
fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I mean there is a certain degree. I take it back what I was gonna say, but yeah, I think you're right. I think nostalgia is playing a part in
current music.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
So you say we need more Christopher Nolans, but like for music.
Yes. Because that even applies to movies too. I mean, what Oppenheimer kind of proved is that like there's still a need for original storytelling. Not that Marvel doesn't do original storytelling, but like Marvel is just a TV series for movies. You know what I mean? It's just like Harry Potter is now going to be 50 movies long. Like here's the journey of the Marvel characters, which is fine, like completely great. But like these type of movies, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, the Super Mario, like those movies are based off current IPs, which is what kind of kills creativity a little bit, but there's something different for sure. And I think that's where current IP is going to. It's just exploring different avenues. It's Barbie making a movie. It's going to be the next Hot Wheels. I bet you there's going to be a Hot Wheels movie next. You know what I mean? Like fucking Fast and Furious should have been a Hot Wheels movie, and that would have been sick. Can you imagine it? That should have been tight. But known films and stuff like that are always going to prove that if you can like do stuff right, if you can do good stories and good movies, people will come to see the originality. And that's what I think that people worried about AI taking their jobs in the creative industry. Like that's what I think. Like I don't think you have too much to worry about. Yes, it sucks. Yes, movie companies
gotta be original.
Yes, like we see that Disney and we see that Netflix are almost paying $1 million for like AI prompters to join their staff. Did you see that? Like Disney's
fucking in that number is insane, bro.
Right, because they think
this
is the future, but like I don't think that's gonna be the case. Like I think that these writers and these actors are gonna provide creativity, and the need for original creativity is still gonna be something like AI can never like replicate. And you can reference us to like our old 2018, 19 episode with Kai Fu Lee where he says the same exact things. Like, I don't think you're gonna kill creativity. You're just gonna kill a lot of the mundane shit, but you're not gonna kill creativity. So, and I still believe that to this day. And like, no AI film can do what Nolan film does. Just saying.
You'll fight it in the comments.
Yeah. Even with like
reminder to like and subscribe our channel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's just wrap it up here then. Since you already wanted to end it that way. So that is episode 53?
That is episode 53. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on the socials. No X, Instagram, and TikTok. More TikTok than anything.
Oh yeah, TikTok's sick.
TikTok's sick. We haven't really fucking made content because we don't
fucking
have
video, which is my bad. This is the reason why I was so butthurt about it, because that's my bad. So whatever the reason why you guys don't see stuff, it's because of me, and it's my bad. And I was butthurt about it, but I'm okay now. I'm not butthurt anymore.
All right, well, JV's gonna go back to gaming. I'm gonna go fucking go to sleep. I don't know. It's 10:30, man.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go back to gaming. Yeah. All right, everyone's gonna go to sleep.
Whatever the fuck are you gonna do?
I don't know, clean. I'm fucking look for a job. I'm fucking shit up. All right, man.
Well, we'll catch you guys next time. This episode 53. Peace.
Peace.